Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. Let's get this out of the way. I hate the latency on digital FPV. I mean, I like the HD0 system, but that's pretty much just spicy analog and has no latency. I just want the lowest possible glass to glass that I can get. Or I get kind of motion sick. I tried DJI twice and I hated it. I tried Avatar, Walksnail Caddx, or whatever it's called, and that was worse. I literally got sick. I just hate how the lag feels, how it breaks up into a blocky mess and moves at like 2 feet per second. I hate how grass looks like a Linux freeware version of Minecraft, you know what I mean? It's just not my thing. Give me good old shitty fucking analog or HD0 rainbow vomit any day. I just want that low latency. But I think we can all agree we need the ELRS of digital video. We need something that's low cost and half decent that works across the board. And I want to support companies that aren't actively seeking military contracts and neglecting the consumer side of their products to do so. My hope is that new systems like this that share a common ecosystem will give rise to companies with a bit more morals and, more importantly, the ability to focus on the consumer side of FPV, which we desperately need. So the other day I saw BetaFPV made this new P1 Artlink digital FPV system, which uses the Artisan chip, and I wanted to give it a shot. So shout out BetaFPV. Thank you very much for sending me this, and thanks for not making products intended to kill other people. Everything you make may be kind of mid, but at least you don't have blood on your hands. I also saw BetaFPV recently announced their new Artlink system will be cross-compatible with a bunch of different systems that use the Artisan chip, which is a huge win for the community, you know? For real, y'all need to get away from DJI and their locked-in system and start diversifying before they fuck everything up here with their monopoly. And just a quick little spoiler before we get to the test flights. Actually, I ended up really liking the system, and I've talked shit on BetaFPV for 10 years. I never got a product from them that I liked, so I'm just as shocked as you are. First off, the VTX camera combo is only $38, and the goggles are only $150. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. While they are box goggles, they ain't that bad. I have a big cheeseburger American face, so they don't really sit the best on my face, but it's whatever. It's fine. There isn't like a ton of light leak or anything. I mean, they are box goggles, right? Don't get me wrong, and they'll probably sit goofy on your face, and you'll need to do some adjustments. Battery pack mounts on the back, which I usually hate, but it's actually balanced really well on these, and you don't really notice. Like, for real, I'm pretty impressed by these goggles. And like I said, I didn't really care for BetaFPV products in the past. I've talked so much shit on them, but I'll be damned if these goggles don't feel really nice. The first thing I had to do was bind the goggles to the VTX, which is weird for me since you just turn on HD0 and go. There's no binding or anything like that, but I had to do this with the Caddx too when I tested those, so it's whatever. It's digital video, you have to bind things. And I'll say, the binding process was quick and painless. I had video in seconds. Unlike Caddx, which was a nightmare and lasted several days and several firmware updates and emails before I finally got it working. While I did get video to my goggles in seconds, the video I got was crazy laggy just sitting in my room. Like, it's moving around like this with my hand, like moving the drone. I got like 2 FPS, and then I went in the menus and I started messing around, and I noticed that something called standby mode was on. So I turned that off, and it was way better, way less latency. So that prompted me to actually read the instructions. You know, I looked in the little booklet they sent with the goggles and online for an explanation of what any of the settings do, but I couldn't find anything. So I just went with what sounded good. There's a setting called race mode, and that sounded good, so I turned that on, and I put the bitrate all the way up. I don't know what that does, but a bigger number is usually better, so the bitrate is at like 28 or something. Oh, also there's an option called focus mode. I don't like the way that sounds, so I left that off. All right, well, here's my first flight ever with this system. Check it out. All right, flight number 1. The recording thing is flashing. Ugh, I don't like how they sit on my face. All right. Is it armed? Okay. Okay, so right off the bat, this is fucking beautiful. Holy shit, dude. This video is so good. This is so good. It looks a little... Let me see, it's getting like a little squarey. You see how it's getting like kind of digital? You see that line on the grass right there? That's kind of whatever though, dude. On the ground here a little bit too. Let's do a roll. Oh, that felt weird. What the fuck happened there? Is that the wait, is that latency? Is that latency? Oh, it does feel weird. Yeah, I think that's the latency fucking with me. Okay. Well, okay, it looks really nice. If you're just cruising along, yeah, dude, this looks fucking good. Wow, I am fucking impressed. How much is this VTX? Like 30 something dollars? This is crazy good. This is a crazy good fucking video. Like, if you just want a little cruiser, I'm already, dude. This is like 1 minute into the fucking review, and I'm like, hell yeah. Well, hang on a second. I'm feeling a little motion sickness. This is what happens when I fly DJI. When I flew Avatar, I started feeling like motion sickness after a minute, which I think is happening now. Oh, that sucks. That part sucks. Okay, so that was actually kind of awesome. I mean, for me, the latency sucked, but it felt the same as when I flew DJI both times, and I'm legit blown away at how nice the picture is. The DVR really doesn't do it justice. I'm going to say right now, bold claim, there's no reason to fly DJI anymore when this exists for the casual pilot. I mean, the latency feels the same. The picture is great. I'm sure latency tests are going to say otherwise, but going on just how it felt to me, this was the same as DJI. But if you're like me and you come from analog or HD0, the latency does kind of suck and it's definitely noticeable, especially when you try to do rolls and stuff. I don't want to say it wasn't flyable, like I had a good time, but it wasn't the best experience being somebody who's used to ultra low latency. Again, if you can fly DJI without an issue, then this is DJI at a fraction of the cost. I mean, maybe you won't get as much distance or penetration, but who cares, dude? This is a $38 VTX camera combo. As far as the goggles, I really do need to try them again with my glasses because it was a bit blurry during that first test, but that's just my old man eyes, you know? So let's try this test again, but I'm gonna bring my glasses. Oh, and I looked up focus mode and all that shit. All I could find was DJI, so I'm assuming it's the same. Focus mode basically makes the middle of your screen clear and the edges all blurry. When your VTX signal is low, it sounds kind of whack. I don't know if I like that, but I guess it's better than the whole screen being all squarey, huh? I just hope it doesn't add any more latency. Oh, and I turned the bit rate down as low as it'll go. So instead of it being as high as it'll go, and we'll see if that doesn't help as well. So here's the second flight ever with this system. All right, so we got the megabits down to 8. We got focus mode on. I want to say too real quick, the boot up time on these, way faster than HG0, man. It is not bad at all. Oh, and we got the glasses now, so it won't be as blurry. And I came to a new spot. Yeah, so even with my big grandpa man glasses, like these totally fit over it. Not too fucking bad. I always trash talk. BetaFPV made the worst shit forever, but this shit works so fucking well. I don't know what it is about this, man. That feels fine. Do a roll. That feels fine. That feels fine. Okay, 8 meg. Oh, there's a little bit of a stutter. 8 megabits. Way less latency on this thing, dude. That's fucking sick. All right, let's try to do a little range thing. Let's fly out towards this. It's a little bit windy too. It's blowing like to the side, like to the right or whatever. I wonder, how do I know if I'm gonna lose? How do I know if I'm gonna lose video? Will it just start like freezing up or what? Shit, I don't know about digital. What will happen? What's gonna happen when my video gets too poor? Because usually it breaks up, and then you know that you got shit fucking video. But what does it do on this? What does it do on this? You just get more latency? Wow. I feel like this is very far. I would have been getting a lot of breakup on HG0 or analog by now. It's fucking wild. Dude, and just cruising like this, latency doesn't feel that bad either. I don't know if it's because I'm like super far away and not trying to do tricks or whatever, but okay, that was like in my goggles, crystal fucking clear the whole way to that thing. And that's a little bit of a distance off, man. That is not fucking bad. Maybe, oh, I'm starting to feel a little motion sick, I think. Maybe I'm just dehydrated. It is like 100 fucking degrees out. Oh, I don't know where I am though. Am I back this way? I don't know. Is it blocky? So this feels better. Let's see if I can do bullshit juicy. That wasn't a juicy flick. That was nothing. Pretend you didn't see that. It feels a little less latency. I don't really see like blocky or anything. Focus mode, I did realize, I don't know if when I recorded this part, but oh shit, where am I? Focus mode makes the middle of the screen clear and the sides blurry when you're flying around, so you can see your OSD and shit, I guess. I don't know. I think that's dumb. I don't like that. But I guess it's better than having the whole screen blurry. No, actually, maybe I do like that. I'm undecided. We're undecided. We're undecided on focus mode. I am, anyway. Fucking dude. Okay, what I need to do is stop recording this. I need to press the record button so it works. This is not bad. Why is this not bad? Why is this not bad? I wish these weren't box goggles. I'll say that much. So yeah, that flight was a lot better, partially because I had my glasses, but also I think lowering the bitrate did help a lot. I think there was still a bit too much latency for me to be comfortable freestyling, but that was more than enjoyable, just cruising around. You know what I mean? Oh shit! What about nighttime though? How do you think this shit does at night? Let's go see. Hey, what's up? Voiceover about here. I didn't bring my GoPro because I don't want to have it out while I have my goggles on. It's kind of a sketchy spot. This is like an entire housing complex that's abandoned. You can see my last video, was the last video? No, that was like last year. Fuck, dude, what? Where did time go? It's called like the sketchiest place I've flown or whatever. It's pretty interesting. You should check it out. Maybe I'll put a little card up if I can figure those out. But this here, back to the camera. Look at this. Look at this. Look. It's nighttime. Is this not the best video? It is pretty Minecrafty and kind of shitty, but I can see just fine. I can see just fine to fly around, like no fucking problem at all, man. You know, obviously there was a lot of light and stuff right here from the streets, but back in that little corner where I was sitting, oh, and this does get sketchy too. Watch till the end. This gets kind of fucking sketch, but Here's some shadow, you know, some light into shadow. It looks kind of greasy, kind of shitty, but that's flyable, right? That is completely fly. This is a $38 digital camera system. I am so fucking impressed, man. And the range on this thing, like, I definitely would have been getting so much breakup on HG0 or an analog system at that point right there, like behind all that brick where I'm sitting. I'm legit blown away. I'm legit impressed. Like, I know if you fly DJI, like, you get that kind of range and shit, but like I said, I come from analog, I come from HG0. This shit does not get this kind of range, man. This is so fucking good. All right. Wait, did that happen? Oh, yeah, here it is. Here's that fucking car, dude. I heard that car coming down. And I was like, oh, shit, is there a car coming down the street towards me? Look at this guy. Look how fucking sketchy. Why would you do that? Why would you drive all sketch like that? It's because of that bright-ass radio. Look how fucking bright my radio is. But yeah, anyway, I didn't die. He didn't kill me. I got out of there because I forgot my glasses and I had to go back and get them. Okay, bye. Well, that's not too bad. Like I said, it looks a lot better in the goggles than it does in the DVR. You know, edited in Premiere and then uploaded and compressed in YouTube. Speaking of the DVR, I've seen a lot of people complain that it doesn't hard code OSD, and that sucks for you. But for me, it's perfect because I make YouTube videos. Like if I was going to use this system regularly, which I'm not, but if I was, I'd be stoked that I'd have a bunch of OSD taking up space on my screen. Like, do you really want OSD when you're watching your videos back? What do you want it for? To look at your stats? Yeah, I guess look at your shit. Oh, also real quick, I want to mention the P1 Whoop they sent me doesn't have a USB port on the flight controller. It has this little adapter, which as somebody that loses every little critical adapter is so fucking dumb because, case in point, I only have a shot of the adapter for this video because I already lost it. It makes me so mad I don't even want to finish this video. Like, what's the reason for not having USB in there? If you say it's to save weight, I'm going to throw a fucking brick at you. So basically, if you're coming from analog or HG0, this might be kind of weird to fly because of the latency, but if you've never flown FPV before or you just fly DJI without any issues, this is fine for cruising around having fun. Say again, I am super impressed with the system, especially at this price point, man. This is going to get so many more new people into FPV. I mean, not just the BetaFPV Artlink, but this new affordable digital video artisan chip they got. I think this is big for the community, you know, and I'm stoked on it. And while it's not open source or anything, it's still pretty damn affordable, and that's what we need. Honestly, if they made regular goggles with better DVR and they get the latency down, like maybe 20 milliseconds lower, I would seriously consider switching over. I mean, that range alone on just these budget goggles with built-in antennas was seriously impressive coming from HG0. I would have had so much more breakup by then. Like this flight right here, I would have had so much breakup even at the halfway point, and this was crystal clear the whole way out. That was really weird for me to see coming from HG0. I think I'm gonna post a link to the system below, and it might be an affiliate link if I can figure it out. As a lot of you know, I don't ever use them, and I'm pretty against people using affiliate links for every fucking product they review because how can you be unbiased when you're getting paid from the shit, you know? But somehow BetaFPV made a pretty damn good budget system, and in my opinion, it's totally worth the price. I mean, definitely go check out some other reviews, and more importantly, what non-YouTubers have to say about Artlink and the whole artisan family. But I legit think they did a great job on this. Like, it's cheap, the video's really good, it's going to work with several other systems, it's not DJI, it has a lot going for it. My complaints would be that the latency is still too high for freestyle, the goggles don't fit well on like husky freedom faces, the DVR seriously downgrades the video quality, and is made by BetaFPV. Oh shit, my light died. I'm kidding about that last one. I'm seriously impressed with BetaFPV. Like, I've talked a lot of trash about your products over the years, and for some reason you keep sending them to me, which I really do appreciate, but this is awesome. Y'all did a fantastic job on this whole system. This, I think, is a great intro to digital FPV for people not wanting to dump a bunch of money into a system and realize they don't like it. You know, assuming you have a quad to put the VTX in, for 200 bucks, you're up and running with this. And yeah, the goggles ain't the best, but you can shove some sticky foam on the nose bridge and probably get them to fit pretty decent. I don't know, man. I'm legit impressed by this, and you know, part of that positive impression is this is just the first generation of budget HD. Like, it can only get way better from here. Look at analog, look at HG0, DJI. Give this artisan chip and others like it some time to cook, and we're all going to be flying low latency digital FPV for 30 bucks in the next 3 years. Or we all just die in a nuclear holocaust brought on by an advanced AI trying to battle the reptilians that crawled out from the Middle Earth and the Greys landed their 3D printed spaceship on the dark side of the moon and turned all the fucking frogs gay. Turn the freaking frogs gay! Hey, well, like, I hope. Thank you very much to all my patrons for this month. It's literally 90% of my income, so if you enjoy these videos, consider checking it out and supporting this channel. If you do, if you join the Send Me Stuff tier, I'll send you super cool Bach Grinder stickers every single month in the mail, and all tiers get to watch all my videos a week before they go public, and you get the knowledge that you're keeping this poor old toothless man in only the finest clothes money can buy. Alright everybody, thank you very much for watching this video. Press the stupid like button if you want. Press subscribe if you can stand the sound of my voice. Thank you BetaFPV for sending me free shit. I promise next time will be better.
Crap! Frogs, friggin' frogs! It's not funny!